Once you've logged into Caboodle and gone to the different digital books by selecting on the digital book tab, you can then move through and find the correct digital book that you are studying. We're going to look at a Year 9 student here, so we're going to click on book 3B, which might be the course that they're studying. By selecting 3B, it then loads up the online textbook for 3B. In the bottom left-hand corner, you can use the forward and backward arrow to scroll through individual pages. So here I can scroll through the first few pages, including the list of topics. Over on the right-hand side, I can also see a table of contents, which provides me with direct links to each of the different topics. So if, for instance, my child has been studying chapter 2 and they want to go and revisit the topic that they study on area of a circle, they can just go to area of a circle and it takes them straight to that page. Each topic is split into a teaching page on the left-hand side and then some questions on the right-hand side. You can view one page at a time by selecting this option for single page view, and you can also zoom in so you can see the information more clearly by pressing the plus arrow, which allows you to take the zoom in towards the page. On each of the teaching pages there is normally a work-through example showing full working of what's required to answer the question. On the right hand side, on the questions pages, you will notice two things. Firstly, these small video tab options. These video tab options take you through to a video which explains how to go about this topic. This is particularly useful if your child has missed a lesson because they've been off school ill, and they can check with their teacher which topic it is they need to revisit. It can also be used to revise for upcoming assessments on topics that they found difficult when they were studying within class. Here's an example.
A radius of a circle is the distance from the centre of the circle to the circumference. A diameter of a circle is the distance from one point on the circumference to another point on the circumference through the centre. The diameter is twice the radius.
So the videos are there as an opportunity to revisit topics that students found difficult. Also on the page, towards the bottom of the page, you will see this link tab. The link tab allows the students to go directly to our other online resource that we use, mymaths.co.uk. Here they can click a link which takes them directly to the online lesson for MyMaths, and also a link which can take them directly to some practice questions on MyMaths which are marked instantly by MyMaths so they can get immediate feedback on how they've got on. At the end of each chapter you can see a My Summary and My Review page. The My Summary page allows students to identify the key learning points that they've studied. So if they are studying for a chapter test or a formal end of topic test where there's a series of chapters that they need to revise, they can quickly flick back to this and see the skills that they need to revise ahead of their assessment. Also on this page is a list of key language and key terms that they can review. On the right hand page of the My Review, you can see a number of practice questions. These practice questions are designed to revisit each of the topics that they've studied and remind them of the skills that are required. On the right hand side you can see all of the different video links for everything within that chapter, and this is an excellent place to start your revision. All of the answers for the questions on Chapter 2 My Review can be found at the back of the online textbook by selecting the table of contents I apologise, and then scrolling right down to the bottom where you can see the option for answers. Here you can see the answers there for the My Review questions from Chapter 2. Also, within the end of every chapter is the option for the My Practice section, and the My Practice section again contains many questions that can be practiced. The answers for these questions are not within the book. However, if you work through some of these questions and take them to your class teacher, they will happily provide you with feedback on what you need to do to improve. At the start of every chapter is the opportunity to emphasise the objectives of what you'll be working through. And for those students who like to keep one step ahead, this is an excellent place to start when you want to look ahead to what you're going to be studying in the coming weeks.